Before we get into this video, Peep the Goosebumps shirt. What? How many of you remember that show? I'm going to get a lot of heat for this video. I'm sure I'm going to get judged brutally, but so be it. My whole life, I've been extremely irresponsible with money. I've made some really good money at times, but have never been smart with it. And the thought process behind it has always been silly, but it's always made perfect sense to me. So growing up, I knew a lot of people that worked their butt off, didn't, live in such a good situation financially. I watched them grind away and struggle. And I feel like a lot of the people that were grinding and not getting anywhere, the universe just kind of had them stay on that track forever, where they just kept grinding, kept struggling. We're just in this perpetual state of frustration and being behind, trying to get caught up. And I watched a handful of people in my life that were extremely tight with their money, lived miserably below their means, unbearable sacrifice, people that shaved every penny, cut every corner, every expense, anything and everything to try to save for the future, if you will. Almost all of these people that I saw grinding away, planning for the future, just bending over backwards to put themselves in a great position financially in the future, they all ended up having some tragic thing happen to them where it was all for nothing. All for nothing. I remember seeing that at a relatively young age and thinking, I don't want to go out that way. I remember consciously thinking in my early teenage years, I was doing the math in my head going, if I go either route, like if I'm the guy that works and is relatively irresponsible with his money, or if I go the route of somebody who's just miserable all the time from like extreme sacrifice for the future, if both of those play out properly, how happy am I going to be in each one? And if either one goes south, how miserable am I going to be with each one? And I remember consciously thinking, I would be more. Okay, let's go down the route of being super frugal and saving your money and like living miserably below your means, like the people that I saw that went that route. If I were to sacrifice my whole life living a boring, for lack of a better term, miserable, uneventful, no fun life, just planning for the security of my future, best case scenario, I reach whatever age, 65, and I'm financially stable enough to just like have my bills paid and stuff and have some fun. I know my health ain't going to be so hot from all the stress of the long period of time it took me to get there. So I'm going to have to pay the price for all that stress. And I'm calculating what are the odds of some bad stuff happening, like a rolling ankle or some medical thing. So it's like, in my mind, I was always like, even going that route, best case scenario, that doesn't sound that good to me. And this is just me. This isn't financial advice because I'm the last person you want to take financial advice from. But I remember thinking to myself, well, if I just keep working and I have a lot of fun and stuff, as long as I'm relatively comfortable and relatively secure, I'd rather go that route. Like, I'd rather blow my money on a cool car and have a bunch of fun memories, bang chicks, and walk around above average on the happy level, and then get to that 65 and just kind of have to keep working, or maybe live in a camper or something. I always thought to myself, I don't think that route those people were taking was a better route for me. And I know you guys are thinking I'm crazy when I say this, and I get it. I'm prepared to be judged. I'm prepared to be bashed in the comment section. You guys have every right. But I just saw so many people that were just hyper focused on their future that sacrificed beyond sacrifice. They lived so below their means. They, every minute of their day, every decision that they made, every purchase that they made had some long-term thought process behind it. And without almost all of them, there's one person I can think of that didn't end with something bad, but almost all of them had something horribly tragic happen that made that entire life worth nothing. It was all a waste. They could have just had fun and bought cool cars and wore badass sunglasses and banged chicks with all that money. And they would have ended up probably in the same position than they were when it was all said and done anyways. I don't know. In my life, and maybe this is just growing up in a poor neighborhood, when I had money, I've always wanted to blow it, you know? And I know this is stupid. I know it is. So you guys aren't teaching me anything by scolding me. But again, like I've said in other videos, at 39 years old, like I'm relatively blessed. Like I have a good work ethic. I like working. I work pretty hard and I can grind and make money. I got no problem working 7 days a week. I don't really complain about it. I enjoy doing physical labor. Like I don't complain. I enjoy, I mean, I do complain, but for the most part, I like it. It feels good. It's rewarding. But I don't, looking back at my life, I'm way happier than most of the people that I know that were the penny pinchers, that were paranoid and worried about the future. I've had so much more fun than them. I've had so many more cool cars, so much more fun experiences, so many better memories. I'm not here forever, dude. Like, we're all here for a while, then we're gone. And I know being responsible is important. I'm not saying it's not. But you got to admit, and some of you can probably testify to this, there's something magical about living like a wild man sometimes. You know what I mean? And again, I'm ready to be judged. I get it. You guys are going to probably call me every name in the book, and I'll take it on the chin because I deserve it. But I sit here today looking back at times that I worked so hard and made good money and just squandered it on cars and hanging with the bros and buying cool stuff and fun experiences. And people can say what they want. But all of the people that I know that went the other route are not as happy as me. And almost all of them that are the same age as me or close, they're no better off now than I am by going that route. They're no better off financially because whatever horrible thing came along, they wiped all those savings clean anyways for the most part. So we're in the same boat. Who really won? Who really won? I was the irresponsible, carefree, YOLO jackass. And here I am at 39. Much, much happier than the people that are trying to tell me what I should have done. I'm pretty happy. They're not. Who won? You tell me.